Gibson. You know, I really like Mel Gibson as a director and a movie star. I mean, he directed movies like Braveheart, Passion of the Christ, and he starred in one of my favorite franchises of all time, the Mad Max franchise. But after those movies, he sorta took a turn for the worse. He started getting really crazy. Not like Tom Cruise Scientology crazy. We're talking Mad Hatter on a codeine trip crazy. But now, after that long hiatus and after he apologized about what he did, he is back in the movie business with his latest film, Hacksaw Ridge. I took a look at Hacksaw Ridge for myself and I was like, oh, it looks pretty good. And I came out of it. It was more than pretty good. It was outstanding! I mean, for me, this is personally one heck of a return for Mel Gibson. Well, how good is the movie, you ask? Well, let's dive right into the plot of this thing. Basically, Hacksaw Ridge is based on a true story that features a combat medic named Desmond Doss, played by ex-Spider-Man Andrew Garfield, as he goes to serve into the military during the Battle of Okinawa to save 75 men without firing a single bullet from a gun. And the reason why he didn't want to fire a gun is not only because of his pacifist religious beliefs, but because of a horrible past that happened with his family. And I gotta say that this movie really is good. Everyone in this film does fantastic acting in this, but the one who really holds this movie together is the star of the film, Andrew Garfield. This kid is really likable, and you feel sorry for him in certain occasions, and you really want him to succeed. You really want him to save all those lives that have been left behind on Hacksaw Ridge. My thing for Andrew Garfield is that he definitely should get an Oscar nod for this. And there were some actors that you thought were miscast, like Vince Vaughn, who you thought was gonna be Vince Vaughn in a military uniform screaming, "Miscast 101!" But no, he's actually really good. He's basically like Sergeant Harmon with twice the amount of humor. And some of his one-liners are actually pretty good. Sam Worthington is great, Teresa Palmer is great, Hugo Weaving is fantastic as Desmond Doss' dad, and Luke Bracey, the guy who I didn't like in the Point Break remake, I liked him! During the duration of the film, you're really admiring this inspiring true story about Desmond Doss, and then you get to the action scenes and you're like, yep, this is a Mel Gibson movie, alright. This is some of the most brutal action you can see since Saving Private Ryan. We're talking about body parts getting blown off from explosions, brutal stabbings from Japanese bayonets, horrific gun violence, and Mel Gibson does a really good job at portraying what war is like on the battlefield. He's saying, hey, you want to go to war? You want to be a military soldier? This is what you're gonna deal with on the battlefield. It's hectic. But I guess that's something that really kind of grinds critics' gears, is kind of like the religious undertones that this movie tries to convey. But with the religious undertones, it's really done with pure excellence, and they feel so natural. When you hear Desmond Doss' reasonings for why he doesn't want to shoot a gun, once you see his reasonings in the movie, you really have to identify with them. And I thought Mel Gibson did a really excellent job with that. Guys, Hacksaw Ridge is one heck of a movie. It has a strong story about pacifism and beliefs, it has fantastic acting, really horrifying war sequences, an inspiring main character, and religious undertones that are actually really done perfectly well. So I gotta say, Mel Gibson, welcome back to the movie industry, because Hacksaw Ridge gets a 5 out of 5. Alright guys, that is my review of Hacksaw Ridge. Comment below, let me know what you thought about the movie. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, or private message me on YouTube if you feel like it. My name is Luke Nukem, and welcome back to the movie business, Mel Gibson.